Check 1, 2. There we go. No sweat. And you guys tune in. Thank you guys for all the gotta give it up to Man Kenny. Fucking awesome set. Yeah, that was rad. Thank you guys as always for tuning in, joining us after we do the DJ set. Shout out to Media Killers and everyone here in the studio. In just a second, we're kicking off some live trivia. So if you haven't seen the Trivia Tavern before, hang out with us. It's a good time. I've got all kinds of questions in store for you today. Lots of fun stuff. You can see we got our spooky ooky Halloween background dropping right now. So this is our first time with the Halloween background. I do have at least one round involving some horror movies. So if you haven't done it yet, what you're going to want to do is scan that QR code and get set up with us. After you scan that QR code, you'll drop in your name, and then we're going to have trivia kicking off once that timer finishes. All kinds of multiple choice trivia coming your way. All kinds of fun stuff. So we're kicking that off in just a little bit. Welcome to the Trivia Tavern. Aha! Aha! Yes. It is time for some trivia. We're kicking it off in just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we're kicking off that trivia.
40% of all people know that.
There's Homer. Yeah, we can hear him. If you guys haven't played trivia with us before, it's totally free. It's totally fun. It's a good time. And it's going down in just a moment. What you want to do is scan that QR code you see on the screen to my right. That's going to take you right to the game so you can get your answers in. This is a game about speed. The way it works is the faster you get those answers in, the more points you get. Whoever has the most points at the end of the round, we're going to give you a fun title. So let's talk about our first round of trivia. Coming up in just a second. I call this round, Where in the World is Danny Dan Diego? That's because I've got a round of trivia totally dedicated to some of the most famous landmarks in all of the world. It's inspired a little bit by one of my favorite game shows when I was a kid, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. So whoever is the winner at the end of this round, whoever has the most points, well, you're going to win the title of being our Trivia Tavern, the Trivia Tavern Chief in Training. If you remember that show, the Chief was a big deal. So, we are kicking off our first round of trivia. Now, you don't have to know anything about Carmen Sandiego. What you do want to know stuff about for this round is going to be all about some of the most famous landmarks in the world, their countries, and their history. So we'll get into it. What's going to happen is I'll read you a bunch of questions. I'll open up the answers. You'll pick one of those answers. The faster you get it in, the more points you get. And whoever has the most points at the end of the round, well, they're going to get that fun title. So, yeah, we're going to have a whole round of trivia dedicated to world landmarks. Now, as we get ready for this first round, I'd like to introduce everybody in the studio. Let's make some noise first up for our people on the couch. For Selena and words are escaping me. Ricardo on the couch.
What's up, Danny? I think it's the owls.
I think it's the owls. All of a sudden I started like getting spooked out by. I think these are bats. Bats.
Yeah, they're
Bats.
the original coronavirus homies.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. So, but yeah, so we got our friends, the media killers, on the couch with us, hanging out with us. Do you have a landmark that's on your bucket list of like landmarks you want to see?
Yeah, there's a couple. I mean, like, I honestly, the one you have up there.
Yeah.
Just because I've never been and my folks went and my mom was like, you got to go. Like,
Seeing something that big, it's like, oh, wow, I can't believe they did this, and they did it with pulleys and levers and stuff like that, right?
I mean, I don't believe that.
I don't, right? Aliens. No.
I mean,
I don't jam with the alien thing. But I do think it's funny because like a lot of people are like, oh, aliens are the only way this works. Like, also, the easiest structure to me to build is a pyramid. It makes sense. Like, okay, well, we got these big heavy rocks. How are we gonna stack them? Pyramid, right?
Well, like I remember asking my mom, and she was like all spiritual about it. And then I asked my dad, and he was like, no, humans built that. He's like, but a lot of people died.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the engineering of when human life is not valuable, we can accomplish anything. Like, it's terrible. But yeah, there's another one of the ancient wonders of the world that they say that the process of making it was almost as much of a wonder in it of itself when you compare it to the actual wonder that was built because of the like labor and the process of actually getting it built. It was crazy.
I mean, when there's no TV or internet,
right?
You can do a lot of shit.
Dude, yeah. I say if video games didn't exist, I might be able to get a wonder of the ancient world off the ground. All right, Shell, 25 seconds to our first round trivia. I see we got 11 players already in the room, so we're going to kick it off in just a second. Remember, faster answers gets you those points, but you don't want to get a fat finger situation, right? Make sure to avoid it, be deliberate, and find that correct answer. All right, yeah, fucked around and find out from Camel Dexter. We'll find out about all this trivia in about 5 seconds. Let's see how you guys do. Now, remember, I'm going to read you the question. The answers are going to appear the fastest on whatever device you're sending those answers on, because I will open up the answers for you after I read each question. All right, so first one, we're looking for a city. In what Australian city's harbor can tourists visit this operatic landmark? All right, you got the picture there. Tell me which city it is. Is it Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra, or Brisbane? Once again, in what Australian city's harbor can tourists visit this operatic landmark? Is that Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra, or Brisbane? All right, y'all, you always have a bit of time, about 15 seconds left for those answers. I want to shout out to, I love the new podium with the little, oh, these are the owls you were talking about. Now I just noticed that. Yeah,
those are sick, man.
Those are tight.
He
like
worked
those.
on it. I think it looks pretty nasty.
It's awesome.
So.
Yeah, I mean, we usually wait till the second round to shout out Turbo, but I want to shout him out now because I love this new podium. Yeah, thank you,
You're
Turbo.
welcome. No problem. Thank you.
It's going to fit in really cool when we get to this next round after this. But we have your answers for this first
I
question.
mean, I just prompted AI and then cut it out, so let's not get too crazy.
Well, let's see. We had 100% of our answers, all 11 answers for Sydney. That is the Sydney Opera House. That is correct. Sydney Opera House, your correct answer for that question. All right, let's get into it with question number 2. Now, which of these Asian nations rests in the shadow of this iconic mountain? So one of these Asian nations rests in the shadows of this mountain. Can you tell me which one of these it is? Is it Singapore, South Korea, Japan, or Vietnam? Once again, which of these Asian nations rests in the shadow of this iconic mountain? Didn't tell you what mountain that is. If you think you know what it is it Singapore, South Korea, Japan, or Vietnam?
It's definitely not Pompeii. I think that already happened.
Yeah, that mountain kind of did its thing. It had its 15 minutes of fame. All right, y'all. Let's see your answers for this round. All right. Once again, actually, this time we did have a little bit of a split. We had 92% of our answers for Japan, with one of our answers. It's a little blocked off by my owl. Can't see that answer anymore. But your correct answer, let's see what it was. It's Japan. Yes, Japan. I believe that is Mount Fuji depicted in that picture. Yeah, maybe you thought it was Everest, but we'll see what you guys think. What you guys think of this next question? Question number 3. All right. What is the name? Oh yeah, that's mine. What is the name of this ancient Athenian building? All right. So I'm looking for the name of this building. out of these options here? Is that Erechtheum, the Temple of Athena, Odeon of Zeus, or the Parthenon? Once again, what is the name of this ancient Athenian building? The Erechtheum, the Temple of Athena, the Odeon of Zeus, or the Parthenon? All right, tell me which one of those buildings that is.
I think it's the AMC 13. Yeah.
AMC Greece, right? I can
Yeah.
see like a Grecian, what's her name? Oh my, Nicole Kidman, like walking out and be like, "We come to this place for magic."
For magic.
For magic. All right, let's see your answers here. All right, here we go. We had one answer for both the Temple of Athena and the Odeon of Zeus, and 10 answers for the Parthenon. That is the Parthenon. Yes, Parthenon is your correct answer. All right, we're 2 or 3 questions in. 2 more questions to do a mid-round breakdown. Let's see question number 4. From what South American country do thousands of Instagram users post selfies taken at this World Heritage Site? So once again, from what South American country do thousands of Instagram users post selfies taken at this World Heritage Site? Answers available are Argentina, Peru, Chile, and Uruguay. Once again, from what South American country do thousands of Instagram users post selfies taken at this World Heritage Site? Argentina, Peru, Chile, or Uruguay? You've got a few seconds left.
I'm from Uruguay.
No way.
That looks like the Applebee's on 13th and 7.
Sorry, I had to grab something. That's cool. I didn't know that Ricardo's Uruguayan. So yeah, let's see our answers. Let's see how many people you know it. Ricardo, I hope you got this one then. We had 11 answers, 92% of the answers for Peru, 1 for Chile. Your correct answer this time is Peru. Yes, that is Machu Picchu. And yeah, have they gotten an Applebee's in at Machu Picchu yet? I'm not sure. We'll find out later. All right, question number 5. Now, for this one, I'm actually looking for a video game. What beloved puzzle video game showcased this Russian landmark on its main menu page? Was that Tetris, Blockbuster, Black Box, or Minesweeper? Once again, what beloved puzzle video game showcased this Russian landmark on its main menu page? Tetris, Blockbuster, Black Box, or Minesweeper? All right, you got a few seconds left to tell me. Tight. All right, let's see what you guys went with those answers for question number 5. After this, we'll do our mid-round breakdown. We had 10 answers for Tetris and 1 for Minesweeper. Your correct answer was da-na-na-na-na-na-na. That's right, it's Tetris. Tetris. Has nothing to do with Russia, too. Like, they just were like, cool, let's just use this as the backdrop for it.
I think because the music is
Yeah.
like Russian, you know, they were like, hey,
that
let's
was
just...
the only reason why they put Russia on the cover was because, like, we have this song, and it is so dope that we just got to make sure that the game matches the song. All right. Well, this is the time where I like to check in and see how we're doing. We're going to do our mid-round breakdown and see how you guys are doing through 5 questions. But don't worry, there's still 5 more questions to get more points. There it is. Yeah. I want to do that, like, leg kick dance every time I hear that.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
y'all. Let's see our answers, our standings so far. All right, in first place, Melody. Melody, that's Cassandra's sister, correct? Yeah, in first place so far, 471 points. Way to go, Melody. We have Suburban Rain, 466 points. I'm just here so I won't get fined, boss. Yeah, that is a fantastic name. Let me make sure I get all of the name because, let's see. Yeah, you've played. Yeah, he's played with us before. So I'm just here so I won't get fined. Let us know who you are in the chat because we want to shout you out. This is another great name. Pete rose to the occasion. Pete rose to the occasion.
Are you
Fourth
crying?
place.
There's no crying.
Yeah, 437
There's no crying
points.
in baseball.
For 4th place right now. Plenty of more points to get. We got Media Killers in 5th place, Real John in 6th, Anana, Turbo, J-Dog, Casserole, Dono Spin, and Jenny rocking it out with us. So thank you guys for joining us. We're going to see what questions you guys get right over these next 5 questions, because don't worry, there's still plenty of chance to get points. And maybe this isn't your round. Don't worry, I also have 4 more rounds of very different trivia coming your way after this one. So let's get into question number 6. Question number 6 is like this. What metal covers the steel and cast iron skeleton of this legendary landmark lady? So I'm actually looking for the metal that covers that statue. All right, answers available for you are platinum, bronze, copper, and silver. So once again, what metal covers the steel and cast iron skeleton of this legendary landmark lady? Platinum, bronze, copper, or silver?
40% of all people know that.
And Ed Jimenez is one letting us know. Ed, thank you for playing with us. I'm just here so I won't get fined. That's the person playing by that name. I love that. Just all the energy of Marshawn Lynch's entire career. I'm just here so I don't get fined. We were talking about him in my group chat the other day. Back before the Raiders moved to Vegas and they had an honest-to-God fire for the Al Davis Memorial Light, Marshawn Lynch sparked a blunt off of it, and that forever makes him one of my heroes. Yeah. All right, let's see the answers you guys went with. All right, we had 1 for bronze. We had 11 for copper. Your correct answer is copper. Yeah. So that's the reason why it's also green, right? Copper is like, yeah, it oxidizes because copper's got that brownish color, but because it's just exposed to air and can't really do anything about it, it becomes green over time. All right, question number 7. Now, what is the average height of the stones in the prehistoric landmark megalith that you see here? So that's a famous landmark. Those stones are huge. What is their average height? Is it 6 feet, 10 feet, 13 feet, or 20 feet tall? So if you average out those stones' heights, tell me what that average height is going to be. Is it 6 feet, 10 feet, 13 feet, or 20 feet tall? Stonehenge?
But I was given this napkin.
What?
I heard you can't even like get close to it now. Somebody was telling me.
I mean, have you met people? They're pretty terrible. I wouldn't let people get close to anything like that. Like, I was DJing a wedding this weekend, and I just saw the kids acting out too close to the cake, and I'm like, yeah, this is same thing. Like, same rules apply.
Number. It's a comedy number.
Right. All right, y'all. Let's see the answers you guys went with. How tall do you think those rocks are? All right, we're starting to get our big splits for the night. We had 1 for 10 feet, 5 for 13 feet, and 6 for 20 feet. Your correct answer was, yeah, they're about 13 feet high. If you average them out, like some are a little bit taller, but then we do have the shorter, stumpier ones. So 13 feet is the average height, but that's still, almost 2 people tall, right? Those are giant stones. All right, let's get your next question on the board. What Middle Eastern country is home to this renowned religious site, the most holy in all of Islam? So we're looking for the country you would find this in. What country is that? Is it Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, or Jordan? Once again, what Middle Eastern country is home to this renowned religious site, the most holy in all of Islam? Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, or Jordan? Got a few seconds to tell me.
Kind of looks like a Blockbuster video from here.
I mean, it's got some of the angles. So I will say this now so I don't forget. This is the Kaaba, and it sits at the center of the Majd al-Haram Mosque in... I'll get to what it is in just a second. So, your answers you guys went with. We had 6 for Saudi Arabia, and then a dead even split between Iran, Iraq, and Jordan. Now, your correct answer this time is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, that's Mecca. Mecca, located in Saudi Arabia, the most holy city in Islam. All right, y'all. Your next question, question number 9. This iconic mausoleum in India, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, is constructed of ivory, white, blank. So what's it made out of? What's that material? Is it granite, quartz, limestone, or marble? Once again, this iconic mausoleum in India, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, is constructed of ivory, white, blank. Is that granite, quartz, limestone, or marble? A few more seconds to let us know. All right, your answers
It's a
are
trap.
in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, really good split this time again. We had 3 for granite, 4 for limestone, and 5 for marble. Your correct answer this time, that is Ivory White's marble. Yes, marble is what the Taj Mahal is made of, which I guess makes it really impressive because carving anything like that out of marble, I believe, is a big undertaking. All right, y'all. Your last question coming your way. After this, we will declare our winner, the person that's going to be our Trivia Tavern chief in training as we wrap up this game of Where in the World is Dan Diego. Right? My all-time favorite game show when I was a kid. All right, y'all. Your final question for this round. Because of the color of sandstone from which it was carved, this ancient city in Jordan is nicknamed the blank city. So what's the nickname for this city in Jordan? All right, answers available for you are rose, coral, pink, and cherry. Once again, because of the color of sandstone from which it was carved, this ancient city in Jordan is nicknamed the blank city. Is that rose, coral, pink, or cherry? All right, y'all, you got a few more seconds. While we have a few seconds, I want to point out, I love the setup with the boom microphone and the 2 owls on the podium. It does look like I'm conducting a press conference in Transylvania. Right? Yeah. it's like, oh yeah, account. What did you think of tonight's game? We sucked. Get it?
Why are
Yeah.
the blood supplies low?
Why are the blood supplies low? My Mookie Mayday in the chat letting us know, in this house we celebrate Legends of the Hidden Temple, the other one of my favorite game shows as a kid. All right, let's continue. Let's see the answers you guys had for this one. All right, we had a good split this time between rose and coral with 5 and 6 each, and 1 for pink. Your correct answer was the Rose City. Yes, the Rose City. The distinct color of the sandstone in the ancient Jordan city of Petra earned it the nickname the Rose City. All right, y'all, so that is your correct answer. Now let's see how you guys did. Let's see our final standings as we get through this game. Now, all of your points, too, do get added up for the chance to be our overall winner at the end of the night, our Trivia Traveler. So even if you don't win a prize here, you might win another round, or you might be our Trivia Traveler at the end of the night. All right, let's see our third place winner. In third place, Media Killer, 692 points. Way to go, Ricardo. Yeah. In second place, Real John of Go See Cow fame, 776 points. And in first place, Suburban Rain, Darren, 832 points. First place. Congratulations, Darren. I think you haven't, it's been a minute. I think you've won 1 round before. But if not, then congratulations.
Look where I'm at.
Oh, Dono's playing. Shout out Dono. Wait, who's Suburban Rain?
Darren. That's Darren. Yeah.
I'm always a bridesmaid. 4th place.
Oh, yeah. Turbo, once again, rocking his 4th place stata. Adriana and Nana in 5th place overall. It's a little bit easier for me to see it over here. So, yeah, way to go, Darren. That is a great job by you. You are the Trivia Tavern Chief in training. And in 6th place, we have Pete Rose to the occasion. I think that might be Mookie Mayday. He always likes to have the fun names. Melody, 7th. J-Dog, 8th. Cassie Roll. I'm just here so I won't get fined. So good round. We did have a lot of high scores. A lot of people did over 500 points in this round. So way to go if you guys got your points this game. And again, those points are going to be added up towards our overall winner at the end of the night once we get through 5 games of trivia. So just like that, that's how it's done here at the Trivia Tavern. Congratulations to Darren. That's what happens when he starts on time. Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that. So we're going to get another game of trivia going, and it's super appropriate that we've got the Halloween themed stuff right now because I like to call this round, you're going to see it in a second, here's a trademark franchise flagship villain. Yeah, I had the whole here's Johnny of it all. This is going to be all about the big bads from several different horror franchises and films. Yes, a movie dedicated to horror movie villains. And that round of trivia... Forever. That round of trivia is going to start in just under 7 minutes. So I'll be back in a few minutes to tell you more about it. Get yourself a drink, get comfy, say hey in the chat if you haven't already, and we're going to kick off another round of trivia in just a moment. Dr. Frankenstein, why'd you do it? I was just really bored. This is my new favorite thing. Just the idea of like a Transylvania press conference. Hey guys, if you're in the chat, say hey. We're going to have a round of trivia dedicated to movie horror villains. Why are all skeletons generally happy? I don't know, Mookie Mayday. Let us know why. But yeah, we're kicking off a whole round of trivia coming your way, all about horror movie villains. If you haven't already, make sure you scan that QR code, get set up for this next round of trivia. And if you already played in our round, all of your points are going to be factored into this game, next game, and all of our games. That way we can try to find out who amongst you is going to be tonight's Trivia Traveler. All right, y'all. So a whole round of trivia coming your way, all about those horror movie villains. Let's go back to that joke from Mookie Mayday. Why are skeletons generally happy? Because nothing gets under their skin. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. I like that a lot. So if you guys in the chat, we might see some of your favorites throughout this round. Yeah, if you got a favorite horror movie franchise, we'll leave it at that. That way we don't actually spoil an answer. But do anybody got a favorite horror movie franchise out there? Turbo, how about you? I don't know I often like to talk about the Scream franchise. I like satire. I like horror comedy. Yeah, Scream's right up there, Ricardo, in some category
Because
there.
it's like funny, dude.
Right.
And consistently funny. Right?
That's it's always taking the wind out of what a horror movie is. So it's always kind of like, yeah, this is why do we watch these? Because they're fun. They have they're fun or funny beyond just for the scare factors, right?
I miss the satire. Like I feel taking the piss out of something it really just kind of like makes it a lot more acceptable and discussable, you know.
One of my favorite horror movies is mostly satire. We might talk about it this round, so I'll leave it there.
Wait.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it.
Evil Dead.
That's also up there.
Just pillow talk, baby.
We'll talk. Yeah,
just pillow
talk, baby. Oh, Ash vs. Army of Darkness when it goes full overboard, another all-timer, right? So yeah, Evil Dead, another favorite franchise. So maybe we're talking about some of the movies we're going to feature in this list. Like questions, all kinds of horror villains out there, right? I know I myself have a lot of favorite horror ones. Anana, Taco Bell. As I'm in the Taco Bell drive-thru. You know what? I've been in some really hairy Taco Bell drive-thrus. Like, I remember pulling up one time behind a dude who was just like on his bike, just demanding that they serve him at the drive-thru. I was like, I don't know what to do. Do I like keep pulling up? You're like, should I honk? No, it's like, you shouldn't be here, dog. But they eventually served him. So yeah, Taco Bell drive-thru. Scary place to be sometimes. All right, y'all. We got more trivia coming your way. Yeah, there's the bell. We got more trivia kicking off in just over 2 minutes. Now, if you haven't scanned that QR code or said hi in the chat, those are cool things to do. Make sure you get set up for this. Also, if you haven't already, please do be sure to like and subscribe. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe, follow, share, all the cool stuff. If you're watching us on Twitch, make sure you're following us so you never miss another episode of the Trivia Tavern when you got a Tuesday to play live with us. We're getting ready for this next round of trivia. But, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Want to shout out my main man here in the studio, the guy who's taking care of us, making sure this all runs smoothly. Jeff in the booth.
Me?
Yeah. That's you.
Okay.
That's this guy right up here. Thank you, Jeff, for taking care of us as always. Always making sure everything's going off without a hitch. I feel like this is actually our 20th episode, right? So this is our 20th episode.
Number 20,
right?
Number 20.
Yeah.
Crazy,
So
right?
it's like it's crazy. Look at this background. We're walking through the graveyard. This is cool. It's definitely a very fine-tuned ship now, and so none of that happens without Jeff. So I always want to shout him out.
Shout out Jeff, man.
Shout out
he
Turbo.
He is the magician behind the curtain.
He's also consistently fourth place, which is pretty cool too. All right, y'all. I had to get it in there.
That was good.
I had to mention it. All right, y'all. Trivia kicking off in just one more minute. Mookie Mayday in the chat saying, Saw 1 through 3 are the Rocky 1 through 3 of films. I think you might want to think about that for a little bit longer.
How about the Final Destination franchise?
Final Destination is also a funny franchise. Like, it's a great franchise. I think it's really funny to me that of all the concepts, like, they're just straight up outrunning death, right?
Right.
So it's like, at what point does...
Outrunning.
Because at what point does death, like, stop counting for that, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like the Cormac McCarthy movie, the No Country for Old Men.
right.
That's like you can't outrun destiny.
It's just at a certain point it's gonna show up. So So it's just I like those movies a lot just because you get such a big elaborate scenes. All right, y'all, 10 seconds away. Let's kick this off. A whole round of trivia dedicated to horror movie villains. Faster answers gets you more points. And what's on the line this time? Winner is going to get 6 sequels and a series. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Your first question. Ooh, I opened up those answers. What murderous horror villain famously asks his victims, wanna play? Is it the Candyman, Chucky, Freddy Krueger, or Pennywise the Clown? All right, y'all.
The fingers you have used to dial are
See,
too
this
fast.
is where I try to get tricky and give you a couple answers that could possibly be the right one. Once again, what murderous horror villain famously asks his victims, wanna play? Is that the Candyman, Chucky, Freddy Krueger, or Pennywise the Clown? And I ambushed you with that question like a serial killer would by accidentally opening up the answers too soon. All right, yes. Let's see the answers you guys went with. All right.
Oh,
very wide split with this one. We had 2 for the Candyman, 5 for Chucky, 1 for Freddy Krueger, and 3 for Pennywise the Clown. Your correct answer was Chucky. Chucky is a good guy doll, and it's actually one of his catchphrases. So it's like one of the ones that he says when the doll gets a string pulled on him, and then later it takes on a horrific connotation. All right, question number 2. I'll hold off and make sure we leave this open. Which horror movie franchise features a killer colloquially known as Ghostface? So, which one features Ghostface? Is it Evil Dead, Jeepers Creepers, Scream, or The Purge? Once again, which horror movie franchise features a killer colloquially known as Ghostface? Evil Dead, Jeepers Creepers, Scream, or The Purge? You've got a few seconds left.
I think it was 36 Chambers with the Wu-Tang Clan.
With the Wu-Tang Clan and the Shaolin monks. I remember, yeah.
Ghostface Killer?
Ghostface Killer. He was there. He was definitely... I'm actually surprised that he has not done a cameo in one of these movies now that I think about it. Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, guys, get on it. If you can get Ghostface
Can you
involved-
imagine if they made another one and it was like the last one and they find out who he is and it's Ghostface Killer?
That'd be amazing.
Like, that would be dope.
Right? They were just like, why? It's like, cuz. I just had to represent. All right. All right, let's see the answers you guys went with. We had 1 for Jeepers Creepers. We had 10 for Scream. Your correct answer. Talked about it earlier. It's Scream. Yeah, we had the little I want to play a game. That's also kind of similar to the one we were just playing.
Let's play a game.
There it is. Let's play a game. Because actually, I want to play a game is another one. A lot of horror villains use the whole wanting to play.
Scary movie.
All right, y'all. Let's get into question number 3. What psychological horror film features author Paul Sheldon's #1 fan, Annie Wilkes? Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit more retro with some of these. Who is, or what's the one with Annie Wilkes, that #1 fan? Is it Fright Night, Misery, The Shining, or American Psycho? Once again, what psychological horror film features author Paul Sheldon's #1 fan, Annie Wilkes? Is that Fright Night, Misery, The Shining, or American Psycho? Media Killers, Ricardo in the chat. The Kardashians, yeah. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I'm surprised there hasn't been like a reality show horror movie.
That's a really good idea.
Those are some balloon words you put together. Maybe you can get something, right? We'll see.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Well, we might just game shot or workshop something later.
Right,
All
like
right,
who's
so.
killing everybody in the house?
Yeah, it's like The Bachelor, except instead of getting a rose, you get a knife in the back.
All right, directors out there, there's your cue.
Yeah, all right, let's figure it out. All right, y'all, let's see our answers you went with. What psychological horror film features author Paul Sheldon's #1 fan, Annie Wilkes? We had 7 for Misery and 2 each for The Shining. And your correct answer, I forgot, sometimes I can't read that last answer. Your correct answer is Misery. Misery is your correct answer that time. All right, y'all. Yeah, one of my all-time favorite films. Really scary movie, considering it's just one dude mostly. All right, y'all. Next question. Which horror film does John Kramer insist his victims be grateful for the gift of life rather than his taking pleasure at their deaths? Is it Saw, Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, The Omen, or Psycho? Once again, in which horror film does John Kramer insist his victims be grateful for the gift of life rather than his taking pleasure at their deaths? Is that Saw, Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, The Omen, or Psycho? You got about 10 more seconds. Now, I alluded to it. It's another person that's interested in playing games. Let's see the answers you went with. All right, we had 9 for Saw, 1 for each of The Omen and Sweeney Todd. Your correct answer, I'd like to play a game.
Yes.
It's Saw. Yes, Saw. John Kramer is the character that does not reveal himself until pretty much the end of the first movie, and then in the subsequent movies is bestowing the gift of life through the most violent means possible. All right.
Like taking Nietzsche to the just next level.
Yeah, right. All right, y'all. Next question. Final question before we do our mid-round check-in. See where you guys are at. All right. Now, this one, we're talking about a remake. What 2000s American remake features a vengeful Samara Morgan in place of the original Japanese film's Sadako Yamamura? Is that The Grudge, Don't Look Up, The Ring, or Pulse? Once again, what 2000s American remake features a vengeful Samara Morgan in place of the original Japanese film's Sadako Yamamura? The Grudge, Don't Look Up, The Ring, or The Pulse? This is definitely going to be a 50-50 for some people. This is,
I think I know this actually.
Yeah?
Just because of the cinematography.
Okay.
And I was like, why is the cinematography like kind of dope? And then I realized it was not an American film. Yeah.
Well, so all of these actually are American adaptations of Japanese films.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
so-
in particular, the one I think that it is.
Okay, well, let's see where you were at, or see where people were at. Okay, so we had 8 for The Grudge and 3 for The Ring. So I'm guessing you were one of those two. Which one did you go with?
I went with The Grudge, man.
The Grudge. So the correct answer is The Ring. The Ring.
Oh,
yeah.
you rat
So,
bastards.
Cassie got it.
Ah.
Yeah. So Samara is the girl that crawls out of the TV in the American version of The Ring. The character's name in the original Japanese one was Sadako Yamamura. Now, The Grudge has a similar kind of story, but the antagonist or the protagonist, these are their names. So way to go if you got The Ring. That one turned out to be a hard one.
Dope. I had no idea. I really thought The Grudge for some reason. I don't know why.
I think the thing is that picture, here's a little thing too. That picture kind of looks like the character in The Ring, right? So that's not going to help. All right, let's see our mid-round standings so far. All right, I'm just here so I don't get fined. In first place
Pretty
so
good.
far, yeah, with 456 points. Way to go, Ed. In second so far, it's Real John. In third, Cassie Casserole. Pete rose to the occasion, fourth place. Darren in fifth, Anana sixth, Turbo, Melody, J-Dog, Jenny, and Media Killers. Media Killers, maybe not
I
your
didn't
round.
really do that well.
It's okay. These are harder questions,
But
right?
I'm learning.
But the other thing, too, you never know. The second half of the game could be all of your favorite movies. I did compose this from some pretty tough questions. All right, let's get into it. Let's see our next question. Question number 6. Now, who portrayed the razor-gloved killer Freddy Krueger in 8 Nightmare on Elm Street movies between 1984 and 2003? So who was the actor? Was that Tobin Bell, Kane Hodder, Robert Englund, or Brad Dourif?
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. Number 6, who portrayed the razor glove killer Freddy Krueger in 8 Nightmare on Elm Street movies from 84 to 03? Is that Tobin Bell, Kane Hodder, Robert Englund, or Brad Dourif? 10 more seconds. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you went with. All right, we had 10 for Robert Englund and 1 for Brad Dourif. So all of these guys have played characters notably for a while. Tobin Bell, we just talked about him in Saw. Kane Hodder, he played Jason in a handful of movies. Brad Dourif is the voice of Chucky, leaving Robert Englund as the gloved one, Freddy Krueger. Yes. All right. Question number 7. What beloved horror movie follows a group of scientists battling a mysterious creature in an Antarctic research station? You see a little clip from that film there. Yeah, so what film follows those Antarctic researchers? Is it The Others, The Source, The Thing, or The Frost? Once again, what beloved horror movie follows a group of scientists battling a mysterious creature at an Antarctic research station? The Others, The Source, The Thing, or The Frost? Tell me which one that is. You've got 10 seconds.
What was it? The True Detective? You know that show, the latest one.
Oh,
with
yeah,
Jodie
yeah.
Foster was all in like Antarctica.
Oh,
like,
was it?
Alaska or something.
Was
like,
it good?
All at night, like no daytime
Oh,
scenes.
yeah, like that. Oh, see, I can't. I think I could do the permanent night, but what would drive me crazy is permanent day.
What's that movie with
Insomnia with De Niro and Robin Williams.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, all right. Talking about some other dope movies. Yeah, that would drive me nuts. I think I could not handle
sleep deprivation.
I could not handle it being daylight all the time. No way, no how. All right, let's see what you guys thought the answer was for this question. All right, we had 1 for The Source, 8 answers for The Thing, 73%, and 18% for our last answer. Your correct answer this time was The Thing. Yes, The Thing was your correct answer. If I can't remember the answer, it's usually not the right answer, because if I can't read 4, I just apologize because I can't see it on my version of the screen. My bad, guys. All right, question number 8. What is the name of the evil spirit that possesses a young girl in The Exorcist? So, yeah, what's the name of that evil spirit that possesses the character here in the movie? Your answers available are Azrael, Morpheus, Baal, or Pazuzu. So once again, what is the name of the evil spirit that possesses a young girl in The Exorcist? Is that Azrael, Morpheus, Baal, or Pazuzu? I'm not going to read what you said in the chat. Yeah, that's okay. That's for me. That's for Ricardo to say in the chat, not me. But that's funny. It's funny if you put any name, I think. All right, y'all. So we got 5 more seconds to go. What is the name of the evil spirit that possesses a young girl in The Exorcist? Let's see what you guys thought it was. All right, we had 3 for Azrael, 5 for Baal, and 3 for Pazuzu. It almost seems too ridiculous, but your correct answer is Pazuzu. Yes, Pazuzu is the name of that demon.
Pazuzu!
Yeah, Pazuzu.
I thought it was Azrael for some reason. It's
So
a cat.
there's
right?
a reason. Well, Azrael's the name of the cat in the Smurfs.
There you go.
But so Pazuzu is also the name of an elder creature in Futurama. So
Yeah, it's like a dragon or something.
Farnsworth has like deal with it, and so at one point it comes and saves his life. It's like, Pazuzu, you saved me. It's a very dumb thing. It's like, you had one wish left. It's a very weird MacGuffin to get them to the end of the episode.
That movie is messed up, kind of scary.
Oh, this is one of the all-time greats. The first horror film to win the Oscar for Best Picture.
So like when I grew up in Northern Virginia, we lived by the Exorcist stairs, and when I found out where they were like in Georgetown, I didn't go there for like years.
You're just like, I'm good. I don't need to go that side of town.
No, it was like on the other side of the river. Yeah.
That's very funny. All right, y'all. Question number 9. Let's get into it. All right. Now, the crew of 1974's Jaws nicknamed the animatronic shark after Steven Spielberg's lawyer. What was that lawyer's name? We're gonna see some names. What did they name the shark after? Was it Finn, Tony, Mark, or Bruce? Once again, the crew in 1974's Jaws nicknamed the animatronic shark after Steven Spielberg's lawyer. Was that Finn, Tony, Mark, or Bruce? 15 seconds. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, good split again this time. We had 3 for Finn, 2 for Tony, and 6 for Bruce. Your correct answer was Bruce. Yes, Bruce the shark. That's actually why Bruce is also named that in Finding Nemo. It's a reference to the name of the shark on set from Jaws, which is why he does the whole fish are friends, not food thing. Yeah, so
No
all,
way.
all cyclical. let's get one more question, and then we're going to declare our winner of this round. Again, winner for this round is going to get 6 sequels and a series. They'll be the biggest bad in the newest Trivia Tavern slasher flick. All right, question number 10. Now, which of these horror comedies involves a group of evil, subterranean deities known as the Ancient Ones? So which one of these involves the Ancient Ones? Is it Fright Night, Ready or Not, The Cabin in the Woods, or Happy Death Day? Once again, which of these horror comedies involves a group of evil, subterranean deities known as the Ancient Ones? Fright Night, Ready or Not, The Cabin in the Woods, or Happy Death Day? All right, y'all, 10 more seconds.
It was the Benjamin Button.
The Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
The only thing that was scary about that movie was how long it was. No, I'm just kidding.
And the makeup was fucked.
The makeup was cool. Yeah, that was a pretty wild movie. All right, y'all. Let's see our answers for this one. Pretty wild split. Pretty big one. All right, we got 4 for Fright Night. We got 4 for The Cabin in the Woods. 1 for Ready or Not. And 2 for Happy Death Day. Your correct answer. Earlier, I was talking about one of my favorite horror satires. This is the one I was talking about. It's The Cabin in the Woods. And so, like we were talking about Evil Dead, the whole format for this film, like, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it can be like, it explains how all of these films have kind of the same formula of like the harbinger, the person who tells you, turn around, don't go that way, you're not supposed to do that, whatever it is. And then the like choosing of the thing that's going to kill you. It's like such a great satire, love letter, hate letter to the horror genre. It's amazing. So Cabin in the Woods, one of my favorite all-time horror movies. All right, let's see our winners, how you guys did with this round. We're going to declare our top 3, and our winner this round is our newest big bad. They're going to get 6 sequels and a movie, or in a series.
You're killing me,
In
Small.
third place, Pete rose to the occasion. Way to go, 662 points. In second place, 765 for Real John. And let's see if he did it. Let's see if he held on to the lead in first place. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Way to go, Ed.
Yes,
833
good job.
points. Yeah, that's a high score. Oh, that's interesting too. So I always like to point out when this happens. Now, Ed did it on speed because Real John got more correct answers. He had all 10 correct, but Ed was able to get the ones he got right, all the 9 ones he got right, faster, so getting those points. So way to go, Ed. Yeah, that was clutch on that. So then we got 4th place for Casserole for Cassie, 5th place for Darren, Turbo in 6th place, Adriana in 7th, J-Dog, Melody, Jenny, and Media Killers rounded out. So way to go, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a harder round for, it's like not everybody's as obsessed with Halloween and horror as I am. So I'm just going to limit it to like one round over the next couple weeks until we get to Halloween. After that, we won't have too many of it. But I do like the spooky stuff. So we'll have different stuff. So we'll play around with it. Speaking of having different stuff, now this is a round I know you're going to enjoy, Ricardo, because what do we like to do when we do this?
Science.
Science is all fun. The other one was like to talk food and things that give us the munchies, right?
Oh, man, you're a dick, dude.
So I call this next round a round of trivia with a side of hash
Oh,
browns.
jeez.
This is all about fast food, breakfast, and breakfast joints.
You're
Yes.
ruining us here.
I know. I'm going to go get
Absolutely.
something right after
Exactly.
this.
The willpower that you're asking me to impose.
No, we have fun with it. So it's like, yeah, maybe if you like fast food items, you're going to kick butt at this round. We're going to have a whole round of trivia coming your way about breakfast, fast food in just under 7 minutes. Back to talk about it in just a few. Oh, yeah. Did you ever see Cabin in the Woods? That was when I thought. It's on Hulu. It's either on Hulu or Oh, I'm jumping back into the chat. Now I know who Ed Jimenez is, so I want to shout him out. They participated at my Comic-Con trivia that I do every year at Lost Abbey. So in addition to coming out and playing trivia with us, they're also the winners of the costume contest that I've had there every year. So the first year, which makes sense why they did so well, because now I'm remembering the first year, Ed was wearing a Michael Myers cosplay, and he looked so damn scary. Because like he was so. It's a creepy mask, and so I forget. You put the name in the chat so I can shout out who is Shigo. But so yeah, they were there as Shigo and Michael Myers, and I didn't think he was wearing a costume right away because he was just wearing a jumpsuit. But he was like, "Hold on, no, I got it." He pulled the mask on, and then just looked at me where I was hosting trivia from. Instantly put the fear of God in me. I'm like, "All right, cool. So you guys win." And then this year they were there, and so it was Shigo. He was a Ghostbuster, and then it was your cousin, right? That he was Ash from Army of Darkness. So he was, because he had the full ripped like denim, or the Kmart outfit with the blood splatter, the chainsaw. Like they looked rad. So they consistently have upped it with. I can't wait to see what they do next year for Comic-Con.
That's gonna be sick, man.
Yeah, no,
really
so
good.
Alyssa was Shigo and Nick was Ash. Yes, thank you. So yeah, Ed, Alyssa, and Nick, shout outs to you guys. Yeah, Ed, let me know who's all watching and playing. Are you guys playing as a team, or are you guys playing like, is it just mostly you? Let me know in the chat. But thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I'm so glad you guys can be here, hang out with us. We do this every Tuesday.
Thank you, Danny, for what you do, putting all this together and being a good host too.
You guys know me by now. I love trivia. This is so much fun for me to do. So I just thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with us, tuning in, because it's a good time, right?
I think it's a really cool balance, because some people they tune in a little bit earlier, they'll catch some music, right? But you don't want music all night, and then now there's an interactive thing. It's like mellow. It's more of like a social thing.
Hang out. It's like the whole idea is like, okay, I can't go to the bar all the time. I want to bring trivia home.
Bring people together.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, let's hang out. You guys chat in get in the chat. Adriana and Anna, hot, letting us know it's hot. So yeah.
And let's be honest. Bars are great, but hey, drink beers at home too.
Yeah. No, exactly. It's like that's a cool thing. It's like maybe you want that trivia itch, but you just don't want to go out.
Invite your friends over.
Yeah, invite your friends over, hang out, drink at your place. So yeah.
Call your local drug dealer.
Thank you guys for all the love in the chat. Really appreciate it. So yeah, now that we're getting into it, we're about 3 minutes away. I hope you guys aren't feeling, hangry, because this next round is going to be all about breakfast food from different fast food joints, different breakfast eateries, things of that nature.
I'm not upset, but I will be hungry.
I always put in like one munchie round. We've done ice cream, cookies, like all kinds. I can't remember all of them. Yeah,
cookies are for me, cookies.
Cookies was a fun one. So yeah, so I always like to put in a food round because I like food. And it's always interesting to see what we know, especially because I know we shouldn't always gravitate towards fast food breakfast, but man, every once in a while when it's like, oh man, I'm up, it's 9 o'clock, I could just go for a McGriddle or something.
Danny, we've gotten to know each other the past couple weeks, and I just want to feel comfortable telling you something. I'm a fast food breakfast sandwich guy every single day. It's the only meal I eat that's really a fast food or whatever. But I feel like their breakfast sandwich, they can't fuck up an egg with some cheese and
And like Mookie in the chat, he used to work at Mickey D's, right? And so it's like he's like, it's real egg. Like it is real egg. Like
the bagel they got going at McDonald's with the effing bacon on it. Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's like
it's like $6.
Oh yeah, that's use the apps, guys. Like make sure you use that app because it's way cheaper there. I like this. What's the movie that this reminds me of?
Yeah, he had it on earlier. It's really cool.
Yeah. It's like that skull is trying to get in here and get that breakfast sandwich.
I'm not gonna be able to get that out of my head later. I can already tell that.
Yeah. Now you're gonna sympathize, or what's the word I'm looking for? Make the two things synonymous, right? That image with breakfast cereal. You're gonna go to.
Well, the problem is I'm gonna probably have a nightmare about the background and wake up and rush to get a breakfast sandwich.
There you go. That's the only thing that can console you after that. So I agree. I'm in concurrence. Shout out your favorite breakfast sandwich in the chat if you've got one. I'll let you guys know what mine is as we go through this list. McGriddle's good. I like a McGriddle, but it's not my favorite. It's the one I'm like, yeah, every once in a while I want something that's sweet and savory. Yeah, let's get a McGriddle, but that's not my favorite. Ooh, we got spooky, scary skeletons. I like that too.
Yeah, he's getting down. What's up? Ooh,
All right.
he likes breakfast sandwiches.
Now, make sure, if you haven't already, scan that QR code. Just make sure you're set up for this next game of trivia. It's kicking off in just over 30 seconds. Faster answers do mean you get more points. If you get the most points at the end of this round, you get to be our Mick player of the game.
Great.
Yeah, just couldn't resist throwing a Mick out there. We got a lot of fun questions coming your way this round. Avoid the dreaded fat finger. Make sure to be deliberate with your answers, but faster answers do mean more
The
points.
fingers you have used to dial are too fat.
Jeff, you've had one or two so far this game, right? Or just the one? Just the big one. So yeah, the first one of the Halloween or the last round. So yeah, want to watch out for that. All right, first question coming your way. Here we go. Now, what breakfast meat comes standard on a traditional Egg McMuffin from McDonald's? We're looking for the standard Egg McMuffin. Which meat is it? Is it bacon, Canadian bacon, sausage, or steak? So once again, what breakfast meat comes standard on a traditional OG Egg McMuffin from McDonald's? Bacon, Canadian bacon, sausage, or steak? Oh. All right, y'all. Answers are almost in. Let's see what you guys went with.
Somebody say steak.
All right, so we had 7 of our answers for Canadian bacon and 1 for sausage. Let's see your correct answer this time. It's Canadian bacon. Yes, Canadian bacon. Or, looks like ham, but Canadian bacon, your correct answer on that one. All right, question number 2. In what northeastern U.S. state did Dunkin' Donuts open its first location in 1950? So yeah, what state is the home to the first Dunkin' Donuts? Is it Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New York, or Connecticut? Once more, in what northeastern U.S. state did Dunkin' Donuts open its first location in 1950? Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New York, or Connecticut? All right, answers are in. Let's see what you went with. All right, 5 for Massachusetts, 1 for Pennsylvania, 2 for Connecticut. Your correct answer this time was Massachusetts.
Darn.
Yeah, I remember that because the Ben Affleck's Super Bowl Dunkin' Donuts commercial this year, there was a lot of Massachusetts, Boston identity in there. Yeah. It's very much like
Connecting the dots.
there's a lot of Boston identity in Dunkin' Donuts. All
They're
right,
delicious.
I like it every once in a while. All right, y'all. Question number 3. Which professional sport did Tim Horton play prior to opening his namesake coffee and donut chain in 1964? Canadian question for you. So yeah, which sport was that? Was it baseball, football, hockey, or basketball? So once again, which professional sport did Tim Horton play prior to opening his namesake coffee and donut chain in 64? Baseball, football, hockey, or basketball? You got a few seconds.
The game of life.
The game of life. I think we're all playing that game, my friend. Some of us are winning, some of us are losing.
Yeah, hallelujah, or whatever the acceptable equivalent to amen is,
I'm with you. I think it's Tim Hortons. I'm a fan. All right, y'all. Yeah, this one's for the people who know. I am a fan of Tim Hortons, by the way.
dog.
It is good.
I think I got this one too.
All right. Now we
Yes,
had 1
sir.
each for baseball and basketball. We had 6 answers for hockey. I did mention it was Canadian. There might have been a giveaway. Your correct answer was hockey. Yes. And Darren saying what I'm thinking, that Tim Hortons is better than Dunkin' Donuts. I had Tim Hortons before I ever had Dunkin' Donuts because we didn't have a lot of Dunkin' out here. And yeah, I'm a fan of the Timbits. Timbits are awesome. Really like those. All right, y'all. Question number 4. Now, what former SNL star teamed up with Taco Bell in 2023 to advertise their south of the border breakfast menu in TV commercials? So which SNL star helped out Taco Bell with this? Was it Andy Samberg, Fred Armisen, Pete Davidson, or Will Forte? Once again, what former SNL star teamed up with Taco Bell in 2023 to advertise their south of the border breakfast menu in TV commercials? Was it Sandberg, Armisen,
Yeah.
Pete Davidson, or Will Forte?
I was waiting for that.
All right, Shell. Yeah, let me know which one you think it is.
I think it was Eddie Murphy.
I would say Eddie Murphy has something in common with all of these. I think he has it in common with Taco Bell too. Not Mexican. Like, right?
That's
it's okay.
hilarious.
You know,
Yeah,
and no shade. I like Taco
But it is
Bell.
it's an American market.
It very much is.
Okay,
like
so-
it's very much Tex-Mex, like tacos, like kind of stuff. Like
It's 3D printed deliciousness.
yeah, and like I said, I'll mess up some Taco Bell. Like I will not like knock Taco Bell.
I
for
will
that,
defend the border.
right. So just saying, these all are about as Mexican as Taco
The
Bell.
bell, I mean.
So
Bell.
we had one for Fred Armisen and Will Forte, and we had 7 answers for Pete Davidson. Your correct answer. I mean, yeah, it's the guy who looks like he eats at Taco Bell when he gets really stoned.
Do you
It's Pete
remember
Davidson.
Taco Bell used to be head for the border?
Yeah.
Was
I remember going to a wrestling show, and one of the characters who was a heel, like, was doing that thing. Like, they were here in San Diego, and so he like the heel thing is to like make fun of the crowd, but he was like, hey, how many of the fans after tonight's show you think are gonna make like Taco Bell and head for the border?
Oh,
and I was
no,
like,
dude.
you can't say that.
You can't
Like,
say that.
We're not on TV. I guess you can say that. All right, y'all. Question number 5.
It's a trap!
It was when I was a kid, so it makes sense.
that was great.
Yeah. All right. Now, question number 5. Which of these items is not part of the standard big breakfast from McDonald's? All right, y'all. So which one of these is not part of that big breakfast? Is it bacon, eggs, sausage, or a biscuit? So which one of these would you not get if you ordered the big breakfast from McDonald's? Is that bacon, eggs, sausage, or a biscuit? Tell me which one is not part of the big breakfast. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you guys thought it was. All right, we had 2 for bacon, 1 for sausage, and 6
nothing
for
said.
biscuit.
Oh, that's
Your
right.
correct answer was, might surprise you, it's bacon. Yeah,
That's right.
bacon.
That's right,
You
amigos.
do get a biscuit.
No way.
So,
Yeah, buddy.
anytime we have some of those low answer rounds, I always want to see who gets it right on the question. Let's see.
It's hard.
So, okay, so Ricardo, you had that. You knew
I
it
did.
was
I got
bacon.
because it's like it's easy to manufacture something that tastes like sausage, but it's a lot harder to fake bacon, more expensive.
That makes a lot of sense. And so then shout outs to Melody as well. Melody also had that right, getting that one and knowing that it was bacon. All right, y'all. So that was our 5th question for the round. Now we're going to do our mid-round breakdown and see what our standings are through 5 questions about breakfast food. Hey, Darren in first once again, 365 points in first place. Melody in second, getting that bacon one, getting some catch up. Ricardo in third, Media Killers. We got Turbo and Nana.
Cool.
I'm just here so I won't get fined. J-Dog, Real John, and Jenny. So way to go, guys, getting those points. We're going to keep going with 5 more questions about breakfast food at fast food joints.
All right, I have to focus.
All right, question number 6. What national donut chain is famous for their red neon hot new donuts signs? Is it Dunkin' Donuts, Tim Hortons, Winchell's Donut House, or Krispy Kreme? Once again, what national donut chain is famous for their red neon hot now donuts sign? Is that Dunkin' Donuts, Tim Hortons, Winchell's Donut House, or Krispy Kreme? You got a few more seconds.
Winchell's Donut House sounds like a brothel.
Specialize in donut holes.
I did
don't
not
know.
say that.
Yeah, I'm messing around. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I can't help myself. All right, we have your answers in. Let's see what we got here. All right, we had 3 for Winchell's and 6 for Krispy Kreme. Your correct answer this time, it's Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme. Yes. Tim Hortons is also better than Krispy Kreme, in my opinion. That's
40%
how I
of all
feel about
people
it.
I've
know
never
that.
heard it. Where's Tim Hortons at?
Canada. So yeah, Tim Hortons is a Canadian chain.
I'm sure it's
Yeah.
better.
It's rad. So the thing I like that you can get at Tim Hortons is their breakfast sandwiches. They have some really great, like I don't know. A lot of the breakfast bagel things that you get here, they make it where it's like a full-on regular breakfast sandwich. Whereas like there, my favorite one, it's an everything bagel, cream cheese, bacon, sprouts, and cheddar. It's like
That's like a Whole Foods sandwich.
yeah, it's really good. It's really good. And then you can get that with your coffee and your Timbits. All right, y'all. And that's what they call the donut holes.
Dope.
All right, question number 7. Which of these national fast food chains was the last to add breakfast items to their menu? So all these places have breakfast now, but which one was the last one to get breakfast on their menu? Was it Wendy's, Burger King, Taco Bell, or Sonic? Once again, which of these national fast food chains was the last to add breakfast items to their menu? Wendy's, Burger King, Taco Bell, or Sonic?
It's a tough one. Tough one.
Yeah, get a little tougher the further into the game we go.
I mean, that podium is just gangster, man.
It's rad.
I mean, it unfortunately just destroys the tiki one.
It's pretty tight. I'm a big fan. Yeah, we're just a Halloween show forever now. All right, y'all. Question answers are in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, we had a big split, good even split. 33% for Wendy's and 33% for Taco Bell, 2 for Burger King, and 1 for Sonic. Your correct answer this time, the last one to get breakfast, was Wendy's. Yes, Wendy's was the most recent.
No way.
Yeah. As long as I can remember, Sonic and Burger King had breakfast. I remember them adding Taco Bell, and Wendy's I know happened after I moved here, so that was the most recent. All right, question number 8. What southern U.S. state is headquarters for beloved breakfast chain Waffle House? I've only ever heard the legend of Waffle House. I want to go to one someday. Where is their headquarters headquartered? Is it Georgia, Texas, Florida, or Alabama? Once again, what southern U.S. state is headquarters for beloved breakfast chain Waffle House? Georgia, Texas, Florida, or Alabama?
All states destroyed by hurricanes in the last 20 days.
There is I think a chart that's not it's like correlation doesn't equal causation, but it is like the per capita of where hurricanes happen in relation to Waffle Houses. It's like a legit side by side.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but let's see your answers that you guys went with. All right, we had 5 for Georgia, 3 for Texas, and 1 for Alabama. Your correct answer was Georgia. Georgia is where Waffle House is headquartered.
Cool,
and
man.
yeah, like I said, I've only ever heard of the Legends of Waffle House. It sounds like a fun, possibly really tasty,
The
but
Legends of
wild
Waffle
place.
House? Oh, you've never eaten there before?
No, I've never eaten, but like my
What?
favorite, another one of my favorite wrestlers, he's from Georgia, and they talk about the stuff they've seen in their wrestling travels at
Yeah.
Waffle Houses.
Oh yeah, there's like fights between people.
Yeah, it was like
animals.
I think the video that came out on TikTok this year, somebody threw the chair at the Waffle House lady, and she like caught it and spun it in midair.
ridiculous.
Like you do not mess with this lady. She has seen some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Waffle House legend. All right. Question number 9. What is the trademark name of the Dunkin' Donut holes or Dunkin' Donuts donut holes? So I didn't say this earlier, because I did mention the other ones. Is it Kinbits, Lil Dunks, Munchkins, or D-holes? Sorry, I knew I was going to be able to not laugh at that one. Once again. I knew, I'm like, there's a good chance I'm not able to say that. What is the trademark
You
name of Dunkin'
say
Donuts
whatever
donut
you
holes? Kinbits, Little Dunks, Munchkins, or D-holes?
You got it, dude.
Does Tim Hortons have D-holes? That's hilarious. Oh. All right, y'all. Let's see your answers you went with. Thankfully, none of you... Actually, no, we did 1 for D-holes. One of you guys had to go with it. The other 8 going with Munchkins. Your correct answer, they do call them Munchkins. Yes, Munchkins.
Woo!
Munchkins are what I'll usually get when I go to Dunkin'. All right. I'm not getting the D-holes. All right. Your next and final question for this round. We'll declare our Mick player of the game after this one. Which of these national breakfast spots famously features a wooden peg solitaire game on every table? So this is more of a sit-down place. Which one is it? Is it IHOP, Denny's, Perkins, or Cracker Barrel? Once again, which of these national breakfast spots famously features a wooden peg solitaire game on every table? IHOP, Denny's, Perkins, or Cracker Barrel?
P. Diddy's.
No, not there.
No,
Don't go there.
All right. I tried.
Not messing around. It's all good. So, all right, we got our answers coming in. We're going to find out what you guys went with. All right, we had 1 for IHOP. We had 8 for Cracker Barrel. Your correct answer, it is the Cracker Barrel. Yeah, Cracker Barrel. Your answer for number 10. All right, now let's see our
Look
standings.
at those chairs. Those are Cracker Barrel chairs.
Those are definitely Cracker Barrel chairs. Yeah, absolutely. I think I've only been there once. Biscuits are pretty dope.
I had the chicken dumplings. It's driving in between here and Arizona. You
Oh,
know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And there's like one in right before you cross the border, right there.
In Yuma, right?
Yeah.
That's the one I've been to.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty. I liked it. I had a good time. All right, y'all. Let's see our top three standings, and our first place will be our Mick Player of the Game. In third place, we've got Real John. Real John in third place. Now stacking up some points might be our Trivia Traveler, but it also might be Media Killers. Way to go. That breakfast sandwich knowledge paying off.
Yeah.
And in first place, Melody. Shout outs to
Fun will now
Melody.
commence.
You are our Mick Player of the Game. Way to go, Melody. Winning first place, 707 points. Melody's also stacking up points. She might be our Trivia Traveler for the first time this time.
What, Steele's not playing though, is he?
No, I don't believe
Okay,
so.
that's why all of us have a chance.
Steele is quite good at the game. Let's see. In fourth place, we've got that. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Way to go, Ed. Still getting some more points. Also has a shot at Trivia Traveler. In fifth, Anana, Turbo, J-Dog, Darren, and Jenny also getting points. Good points round. Most of you guys did know a good amount of those answers. So we're going to break it down with another round of trivia in just a second. But when we get to 3 rounds down, this is the part where I like to check in and see what our overall standings are at this point of the
Just
game.
checking in. We're doing good.
Doing
Yeah.
good. Want to see how we're doing, see where you guys are at, and maybe who might be number 1 at the end of the night. But first, we'll see where we are right now. Now, in third place, we've got Melody. Melody in third place, winner of the last round, 17-24, having a shot at Trivia Traveler. But so is I'm Just Here, so I won't get fined. Also with 1904, and in first place, Real John. So Real John hasn't won a round yet, but he has the most points. So that's just the way it works out, right? If you stack up all those points, you have a chance to be the overall winner. Real John has not won a round. Our second and third place finishers have each won a round. So it's really going to be anyone's game as we get through these next couple rounds of trivia. So what do we still have in store for you? I've got another pun-based title. I love the Tetris thing.
No more D holes.
No more D holes. Yeah, no more D holes coming your way. I can tell you what I've got for this next round. This is a round all about inventions. So I call this next round, like the invention of the shovel, this round is groundbreaking. Ba-dum-bumch. Yeah, get it? Because the shovel breaks ground. Yeah. A whole round of trivia dedicated to famous inventions. A little bit of a science and history round for you. Famous inventions coming your way, about their history, about who invented them, and all kinds of fun stuff. We're kicking that round off in less than 7 minutes. Tell you more about it soon.
You got it, dude.
Got it, dude.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Ha ha!
I don't know. %40 of all people know that.
Oh, they're called Timbits. Okay, I just read that. That's
So Dunkin' Donuts, it's Munchkins. Tim Hortons, it's Timbits. Krispy Kreme doesn't have donut holes, so.
Cream Bits.
Oh, do they?
No, we just made that up.
Oh, okay. I was saying, it's like, I'm like,
Trademarked under
did they come up with something? Do I need to hit up my local Krispy Kreme and find out about this new product? No. Yeah. So I'm a donut guy. In case you guys didn't notice that by that round, like.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So I give out the donuts.
Donuts are great. Yeah.
I give out the donuts at bingo. Right. Like donuts are legit my favorite snack in the world.
They're delicious.
Yes.
At bingo, donuts are delicious.
Yeah. Cronuts are amazing too. Yes.
Oh, don't even start there.
So the shop I work at, we all shout out to
This is
Broad.
like the opposite of an AA meeting.
Anyone who's watching us, if you guys haven't had them, if you guys are ever in San Diego, everybody who's here from San Diego, I work at a donut shop called Broad Street Doco in Encinitas. They're rad. And like the whole Krispy Kreme thing, right? If you come in, you get them made to order, right? Like if you come in, you're gonna get a glaze right out of the fryer into the toppings and on your hand, right? We also have cronuts. I never bring the cronuts to bingo because they sell out. They're that popular.
You're a dick.
Well, I would love to, but they sell out, right? Like I can't. The product's too good.
You can't grab them in the morning or anything.
Well, the thing too is they are the most killer, right out of the fryer, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you come in.
We could order some from you.
That is true. If you want them and you want to come out to my bingo or trivia, I'll figure it out. I'll go get them. Shout out Cream Bits, Darren says in the chat. D-holes shoot out Cream Bits.
Deal.
That's hilarious.
I feel like what I wanted to go back to was Timbits.
Yeah, Timbits.
It's also a little unsettling.
Yeah, I had a friend who he would always call them Tim's Bits, and I'm like, dude, don't.
I don't know if I want to eat a piece of this gentleman. I've never met this guy.
Right. You don't want to eat. You don't want to be eating Tim's Bits.
In so many ways.
In so many ways. Anyways, yeah. Speaking of famous inventions like Timbits, we've got a whole round of trivia coming your way, all about famous inventions. Round about famous inventions, their history. The most points at the end of this round will be the originator auteur, somebody who knows the most about people who create things or create the first ones of things. So yeah, all kinds of fun rounds about inventions. If I don't know, I always like to open stuff up who's got a favorite invention, right? Or I would say this. I guess I'd preface it this way. One of my favorite inventions is beer.
Beer.
Right? Okay, beer is a great invention, but there's also this anthropological philosophy that society exists to create beer, right? You need more than a handful of people to kind of make it, right? You need farmers to cultivate the things that go into making it. You need the brewers to make it. Society kind of slowly creeps into existence to create beer.
I got it. I like it.
What's Cassandra saying? Mushrooms.
Beer.
I'm not processing all the parts of it, but I believe so. We're saying that there's a specific mushroom that's a strain. Oh, that yields yeast. Oh, right. And so you have to cultivate it. So, that's one of the ways that you make beer, right? So that's one of my favorite inventions. So from a philosophical standpoint, what's your favorite invention because it has that kind of impact on society, right? Some people might say the internet.
I mean, did I like or this had an
just
impact
one that
on
you want,
society?
you like to think about, talk about, or you like. Yeah, like I said, I like beer. Cheese is great.
I like the scientific.
Also
method.
mushrooms. Yeah. Cassandra's letting us know all of the things that involve the mushrooms.
Yo, a Foreman grill is pretty damn good.
Foreman grill, yeah. Foreman grill's rad.
For sure.
Imagine
if you lived in the Stone Age, but you had a Foreman grill.
See, because that is the other litmus test for this stuff, right? Is okay, if you could just take one invention and give it to a caveman, what would blow their mind the most? A cell phone, it would just be a brick in caveman times, right? So it's not that impressive. But a George Foreman grill, I don't even need fire. I could just cook the meat right on it.
Yeah, totally unbelievable.
I don't know if a caveman has much use for a magic bullet, but they might.
Or a electric razor. They'd be holy
electric razor.
cow. Yeah. You know, and they'd be he'd be the only guy in his cave tribe
with a
like,
clean cut, like just
yeah,
like.
all trimmed up.
Could you
know?
imagine like the caveman who just comes
Fu
in,
Manchu.
but he styles it with mutton chops?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
he's like, oh yeah,
Gangster.
I have this electric razor. It'll shave me everywhere, and like completely shaven chest and mutton chops. Like yeah, this is the choice I made.
That would be a great like razor commercial. You know, if the razor just got put into a black.
We are
warp.
coming up with so many good
Yeah.
ideas in tonight's episode. The horror movie that takes place in a reality show. 10 seconds to trivia, all about inventions. You guys got to hear that, so I hope you enjoyed that. We've got the round of trivia coming your way. Faster answers means more points, and at the end of the round, whoever has the most points, you are the originator on tour. All right, y'all, first question coming your way. What founding father invented both the lightning rod and bifocals? All right, answers available are Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton, Benjamin Franklin, and James Madison. All right, y'all, you've got 5 more seconds. Did it just open the answers? I gotta check that real quick.
What?
Yeah, because I don't think I opened it that fast. Don't worry, I can fix it for the next question. 1 sec. No, that should be right. Oh, that's what it was. I did not change the timer. All right, so yeah, that was a speed question. You only had 15 seconds that time.
Yay.
All right, we have your next question up and ready, but let's see your answers for this one. Oh, let me see if maybe maybe we didn't have enough time to get answers in. So let's see if we can do this.
I can tell you what I answered. You.
All right, I can fix it. Okay, let's do it this way. Well, it says 90% answered correctly. I just don't know why it's not showing the correct answer. Oh, it's probably because
Dope.
I changed the timer. Okay, well, the correct answer, since most of you got it right, was Benjamin Franklin. All right, so let's get our next question. This should sort itself out. All right, answers for this question. Well, I should say it this way. Which of the following was not invented in ancient China? So, 4 inventions going to be up here on the board. One of them was not invented in ancient China. I need you to figure out which one that is. Your answers available are gunpowder, paper making, the water wheel, and the compass. So once again, which of the following was not invented in ancient China? Was that gunpowder, paper making, the water wheel, or the compass? You've got about 15 seconds left. I only knew one of those. Like for sure was invented. All right, y'all. Let's see the answers you guys went with. There they are. There's our answers again. All right. We had 1 for gunpowder, 1 for paper making, 2 for the water wheel, and 6 for the compass.
Crip walking.
Yeah, so this was actually a trickier one. Your correct answer was the water wheel.
Yes.
Yeah, the compass actually originated in China as well. Ancient China, paper making and gunpowder also first invented there. Did you get that one right?
Oh, yeah, I did. Also, the compass originating in China, just begots a really good joke, but I'm not going to tell it.
Alrighty, well, we'll leave it at that. I always like to check in and see who gets them right when we get those close ones. Turbo, the other one getting that right. So Turbo and Ricardo of the same mind on that question. All right, y'all. Question number 3. The printing press was invented in the 15th century by which German goldsmith? Now, which one of these people was it? Was that Albert Einstein, Johannes Gutenberg, Gottlieb Daimler, or Heinrich Hertz? Once again, the printing press was invented in the 15th century by which German goldsmith? Albert Einstein, Johannes Gutenberg, Gottlieb Daimler, or Heinrich Hertz? A few seconds left.
Shout out D-holes and Krembits.
Shout out to who?
D-holes and cream bits.
Oh yeah, the dream holes and the cream bits. Yeah, another. I don't think it's one of our better ideas of the night. All right, y'all. Let's see the answers you guys went with. We had 90% of the answers for Johannes Gutenberg and 1 for Heinrich Hertz. Your correct answer was Gutenberg. Yeah. The Bible printed on that, like the Gutenberg Bible, is like one of those most expensive kind of books you can find out there. All right, y'all. Your next question goes like this. What U.S. city sent Baltimore, Maryland the first ever telegraph message in 1844? So yeah, the first telegraph was sent from somewhere to Baltimore, Maryland. Where did that telegraph originate? Was it Philadelphia, Boston, Washington, D.C., or New York? So once again, what U.S. city sent Baltimore, Maryland the first ever telegraph message in 1844? Philadelphia, Boston, Washington, D.C., or New York? All right, what did you think the first telegraph came from? Answers you guys went with were... All right, we had 40% for Philadelphia, and then 2 each for Boston, D.C., and for New York. Your correct answer this time was Washington, D.C.
Whoa,
Yeah,
got
so it
burned
came...
on that one, dog.
I do believe it was military involved, because Baltimore, Maryland is where Annapolis is,
Yeah. Oh,
right?
that's right,
So I do
yeah.
believe yeah, the Naval Academy. Thank you. So we have, with that little bit of information, I do think it was military or government involved.
Got it.
All right,
I can't
y'all.
win them all.
Let's do another question. Question number 5 for you. Now, what derisive nickname did critics give to Carl von Dre's Laufmaschine, the world's first bicycle, after it debuted in 1817? So yeah, when they first saw the bicycle, they didn't think it was very good. So they gave it a derogatory nickname. Which one of these was it? Was it a dandy horse, fool's wheeler, fancy carriage, or dolt's mule? Once again, what derisive nickname did critics give to Carl van Dre's Laufmaschine, the world's first bicycle, after its debut in 1817? Dandy horse, fool's wheeler, fancy carriage, or dolt's mule? So yeah, you guys probably don't know this. This is just one of those, we're all going to learn something. Especially because one of those is the correct answer. And 200 years later, the bicycle is still a vehicle that's very reliable to this day. One of people back in olden times were just dumb. That's what we had to learn from here. All right, y'all. Let's see the answer that you guys went with. All right, we had 5 for dandy horse, 4 for the fool's wheeler, and 1 for the fancy carriage. Your correct answer was dandy horse. Yes, dandy horse. That's the best nickname you could come up with, people in 1817? I make fun of you from the future.
I feel like if you called somebody a dandy in whatever time period that was, that's a pretty big insult.
Right? It's like, ooh,
you're a
ooh, he's on
dandy.
his dandy horse.
You can get shot if you're you're a dandy and someone will shoot you.
Right, 1817, this is like revolutionary, industrial revolution era, right? Revolutionary war. So it's like, I don't think, a Yankee Doodle dandy. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I ain't yanking nobody's doodle.
Don't want to talk about the D-holes again. All right, let's see our standings through 5 questions so far. And this time, Real John adding on to his lead, but Media Killers right behind him, 319. And J-Dog in 3rd place with 311. Turbo, you're in your spot where you're most comfortable, right? Most comfortable.
Right there, 4th place.
Right there. Hey, sometimes you're with it. You're in the mix with all the best, right? Casserole right there, 250 cheap points. Jenny, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Melody, Super Rain, and Anana. So, everybody's trying to get those points. This has been a harder round so far. We're going to keep going and see how things go with our second half of the round. Question number 6. What common carpentry tool inspired the invention of the world's first cheese slicer in 1925? Yeah, what does that look like? Is that a router, miter saw, plane, or chisel? Once again, what common carpentry tool inspired the invention of the world's first cheese slicer in 1925? Router, miter saw, plane, and chisel. We were talking a little bit about cheese earlier, so we ended up having a cheese
Delicious.
invention. Yeah, I love cheese. Cheese is one of my favorite inventions as well. We talked, shout out to the mushrooms.
Shout out cheese.
Which mushrooms in particular, Casserole, do you know? Is it a handful of cultures? Yeah.
America.
You have to be a person of a certain amount of culture to appreciate cheese.
I mean, this is just good.
I think that is my most niche pun I've ever told here on this show. It's a trap. All right, y'all. Let's see the answer you guys went with. All right, so we had 6 for plain. We had 4 for Yeah, it's a cheese plane. I heard from the back. Cheese plane was your correct answer. I like the idea too of just like the dude who's like hanging out with somebody woodworking, sees a plane and is like, oh my god, that works so great on cheese. Like, I need to try that on cheese right now. And then made a cheese plane. That's hilarious. All right, question number 7. Penicillin, discovered by Alexander Fleming in 1928, is what type of medicine? Is it analgesic, antibiotic, antiseptic, or hormone replacement?
I thought that said anti-Hispanic.
Once again, penicillin, discovered by Alexander Fleming in 1928, is what type of medicine? Analgesic, antibiotic, antiseptic, or hormone replacement? Cassandra, shouting out from the back. Mushrooms.
40% of all people know that.
Everything is mushrooms. Mushrooms are amazing. It's like the blue cheese. Yeah.
Look at that dude's eyes, though. I mean,
that dude's seen some things.
he was like roommates to the LSD guy.
That guy also knows mushrooms very well.
Yeah, there's a reason
Yeah.
he left a sandwich alone for like 3 or 4 days.
That's hilarious. That's very true. Penicillin, discovered by Alexander Fleming in 1928, was what type of medicine? You guys went with antibiotic and antiseptic. Your correct answer was antibiotic. Yes.
Woo!
All right. Correct
What?
answer.
You didn't get that wrong, Turbo, did you?
No. All right. Question number 8. All
Yo,
right.
shout out Mitch Dodge.
Oh, shout out Mitch Dodge. He says, shout out media killers.
Shout out Mitch Dodge. Yeah.
All right. Now, this is your next question. In what field did Madam C.J. Walker, America's first female self-made millionaire, make her fortune? So, yeah, what did Madam C.J. Walker make her fortune in? Was it real estate, cosmetics, shipping, or entertainment? So once again, in what field did Madam C.J. Walker, America's first female self-made millionaire, make her fortune? Real estate, cosmetics, shipping, or entertainment? These are the questions I really like because if you don't know this, you get to learn something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like it's like, oh, this is a name that I might recall later. All right, let's see the answers you guys went with. All right, we had 2 each for real estate and shipping, with 5 for cosmetics and 1 for entertainment. Your correct answer this time is cosmetics. Yes, cosmetics was your correct answer on that one. All right, y'all. 2 more questions go. Actually, I think there's a fun fact for this one. Let me put the fun fact real quick. So yeah, Madam C.J. Walker was the first entrepreneur to make and market cosmetics for black women in the United States. So that's why she was the first one and was able to capture a really large market that's being underserved. So way to go, C.J. All right, your next question. Question number 9. Which electronics company introduced the VHS or Video Home System cassettes in 1976? So what electronics company introduced VHS? Answers available are Sony, RCA, Panasonic, and
The fingers you have used to
JVC.
dial
Oh no,
are too fat.
we have a fat finger situation. Once again, which electronics company introduced VHS, Video Home System cassettes in 1976? Sony, RCA, Panasonic, or JVC?
Bitcoin.
Just a little over 10 seconds.
No, but for the last question, I had a neighbor once in Virginia who tried to convince me, this African American fellow, he's like, we need Band-Aids for, different skin shades.
Oh,
And I
well,
was like,
it was a trip because, like, for the longest time, you just go in, you buy them, and they'd be like flesh color. It's like, well, who's flesh?
yeah,
like,
who's flesh?
Who's
right?
like, you're not talking about me because I know you're not talking about me. All right, y'all. Let's see the answers that you guys went with. Answers available for you. You had 2 for RCA, 4 for Panasonic, and then 4 for JVC. Turbo, you had a fat finger situation. Which one did you go with?
Yeah,
Which one were you
I
looking
think
for?
it might be JVC.
No, Jeff's here.
It might be, or it might be RCA, but I don't think it's Panasonic, which is what
I think it's Panasonic.
You hit
man.
Panasonic?
I
All
want
right.
Panasonic.
So we had Panasonic. Your correct answer was JVC. Yeah, JVC.
The Japanese Victor Company.
Yeah,
Got the
JVC released their pioneering VHS tape cassettes 2 years after Sony released the proprietary Betamax tapes. VHS tapes were open standard, meaning they could be then produced by a myriad of companies, and they became the standard video format throughout the 80s.
I was distracted by the presence of Mitch Dodge.
Yeah, shout out Mitch Dodge.
Shout out Mitch Dodge.
All right, y'all. Let's get our last question in the books, and then we'll have our last round. We're also going to declare who is our originator, auteur. All right, question number 10. Now, this one, we're talking about an ancient invention one more time. Ancient Greek philosopher Euclid was known as the father of, and up here we're going to see some science and mathematics. What was he the father of in that regard? Was it
with science?
Yes. Was it engineering, theology, politics, or geometry? Once again, ancient Greek philosopher Euclid was known as the father of, was it engineering, father of theology, father of politics, or father of geometry? And yes, theology
40% of all people
and
know that.
politics are sciences to some degree. Theology would mean the study of religion. Politics, there are
I thought
political
it
science.
was
Yeah.
the study of Theo Huxtable from.
From the Cosbys,
Yeah,
who
pretty
also
much, yeah.
had a doctorate. All right. Answers in. Let's see what you guys went with. All right, we had 2 for engineering, 2 for politics, and 5 for geometry. Your correct answer was
Yes.
geometry. Yes, geometry. Way to go if you got geometry. That got you the points. Media Killers, Ricardo is getting some points. I can tell from here. So we're going to see how we're doing because this is going to help decide us our Trivia Traveler once we get out our next round. All right, let's get into our standings for this round and declare our originator auteur. We're going to see our top 3 and then declare our winner. Now here they come in 3rd place. All right, in 3rd place, Turbo. Hey, getting out of 4th. Getting to the the bronze category.
Yeah.
543. Ricardo in 2nd,
Ooh.
679. 679 points for Ricardo. And in 1st place, Real John. So still a really close
Real
game
John.
between the 2 of you guys. Way to go getting those points and continuing to stack them up. J-Dog in 4th place that time. J-Dog, it looks like I think you might have also gotten all of the answers right that round. Maybe not getting the speed, but still getting all the answers right. So good job on that. Melody in there. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Casserole, Suburban Rain, Anana, and Jenny. Way to go, y'all. Thank y'all for playing this. And yeah, Mitch letting you know in the chat. Nice shout out to Media Killers. All right, so we have one more round of trivia coming your way. One more trivia.
Shut up, Mitch Dodge.
Scheduled in the books.
I don't know.
Our final round, it's a TV round. We did have a big, important TV award show happen semi-recently, and since we didn't do anything about it at the time, it's time to do it now. I call this next round, and the award for best TV round of trivia is...
Yes.
No. So yeah, this next round of trivia is going to be all about Emmys. Yes, we're
The
going to have a
Emmy-
whole
the
round
Emmys?
of trivia about the Emmys. Yeah.
Ooh, tough one.
Trivia, Emmy-winning shows, Emmy-winning people. At the end of this round, the winner will win a daytime Emmy. No,
Ooh,
not really though.
Yeah, but like a Trivia Tavern Emmy.
Trivia Tavern Emmy. Yeah, you got a Trivia Tavern Emmy, but the daytime variety,
Yeah.
not the prime time yet. You got to earn that one.
I used to have a nanny named Emmy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's fun.
Only Emmy.
Hey,
I have.
that's fun too. All right, y'all. More fun coming your way. I'm going to kick off this countdown timer and be back with you in just a little bit. That's what I'm rooting for. All right, y'all. We're getting ready for our final round of the game. Thank you guys so much for playing. I always have a blast doing this, so thank you guys for joining us. Next round of trivia coming your way in just a few moments. And this one's all about Emmy-winning TV shows, Emmy-winning TV people, a little bit of everything involved. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Shout out if you have a favorite Emmy-winning show. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shows win Emmys for all kinds of things. I was a huge Game of Thrones fan myself, so I don't know if you guys like that one.
Until they ruined it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was really into Game of Thrones.
Until they made it the worst possible television
Seasons
ever.
1 through 4, killer. Seasons 5 through 8, not so great. Yeah, I like, you know, my biggest thing is like I always talk about it's like I don't even hate where characters end up. Like a lot of the characters end up in places I'm like, yeah, I think I've actually told this story a little bit better. There's a story there of like how Jon Snow had kind of transitioned to becoming kind of like Jaime Lannister, a character he hated at the beginning of the series. But they don't tell that story, and that's what I'm mad about. So yeah, Frasier. Now, yeah, we're talking about the comedy Emmys, right? A lot of great comedy Emmy like winning shows.
Love Frasier.
Frasier's a great one. Seinfeld only won once too. I think a lot of people always think that they won a ton of times, but I think it only. Maybe I missed it. I missed quoting on that though. Friends, yeah, Friends, another one.
Enemies.
I don't think that's one. Not yet.
Are you sure?
Right.
Cody
Mitch
and the band.
So Mitch is also saying that he loves Frasier.
Yeah, the real world Miley Cyrus.
I don't think that's a show. Let's see. What are some good ones? Some recent
They
ones
just all
like
live at
right.
their house.
You guys watch? Anybody here watch The Bear?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cassie.
Somebody.
Yes, Chef. At Comic-Con, did you get anything cool? Yeah. So at Comic-Con they had an installation for The Bear, and it was a long line. It was one of the most popular ones. My brother got the apron, I think, on the first day. He made it a point to do it his first day, and so yeah, he kind of like snuck in when the line was short. Oh no, he was very excited to get the apron. He's not watching anymore, so shout out Mikey. He's someone who's like he jokes about it. It's like I don't watch a lot of movies, I don't watch a lot of TV. The stuff that he likes, if he likes it, he really gets into it. And so like he having worked in kitchens and stuff, like he kind of got he was very into it, and he was like he was very into getting the yes chef, yeah, absolutely. So The Bear, another one of the great shows. So if you got a favorite one of those types of shows, shout it out. I was wearing my Stranger Things shirt earlier. Another great one. A whole other round of trivia coming your way, all about some fun Emmy-related TV winners.
I love it.
Yeah. So don't forget, faster answers means you get more points. Whoever's most points at the end of this round, you're winning the Trivia Tavern Daytime Emmy. And then all of those points are going to add up with all the points you've gotten so far, whereas the most points at the end of the night is going to be our Trivia Traveler. And it really can be a lot of people depending on how this round goes. We have a really close race for this one.
Shout out Podium.
Yeah. These owls have been killing it all night. Right, Mitch? I keep wanting to go back to this whole like Transylvania press conference idea.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. What kind of news would you be giving us if I was a citizen?
It's like I, Dr. Frankenstein, want you to know that all that lightning that's going on back there, it's just some weather tests we're doing. It's nothing to worry about.
Oh, okay.
The
cool.
rumors aren't true. I'm not digging up bodies. I'm not making a superhuman for the parts of the recently deceased.
Okay,
I'm not doing that.
We believe you. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that kind of thing. Thank you guys for bearing with me. That's how my mind works. I hope you guys find it entertaining. All right, y'all. We have this round of trivia coming your way, all about Emmy-related shows and people. Here comes your first question. It goes like this: Which of these wise guys is Tony Soprano of HBO's beloved Emmy-winning mob drama, The Sopranos? All right, so there's going to be a picture around. I'm just going to show you some pictures. Tell me which one of those is Tony Soprano. All right, there they are. One of those is the head of the Soprano family. Which one is it? Yeah, picture A, B, C, or D.
I'm disappointed,
What's
I think
that?
Tony Danza should have been up there.
That's that is a key opportunity for comedy that was missed. You're actually absolutely right. We're gonna have to just do this whole round again. I'll just do this question again next week. Just this one question. All right, y'all. So which one of those is Tony Soprano? We're gonna find out which ones you guys thought it was. All right, so we had 1 for the far left and then 10 for our third option there with 91%. That is Tony Soprano. Yes, James Gandolfini, the legendary Tony Soprano. I recently read he would keep a rock in his shoe all day so that way he could just be pissed off all day and get that Tony Soprano energy. Like, it's like, man, that was a dude dedicated to being really mad all the time. All right, y'all. Question number 2. Which cable network aired the Emmy-winning shows Mad Men, Breaking Bad, and The Walking Dead? All right, so what network aired all those shows? Which one is it? Is it TNT, AMC, FX, or TBS? Once again, which cable network aired the Emmy-winning shows Mad Men, Breaking Bad, and The Walking Dead? And we're not talking about syndication. We're talking about the original errors. Is that TNT, AMC, FX, or TBS?
Depending upon the resolution of your screen and the stream, you might have gotten a clue.
Oh, yeah, you can see it a little bit there, but we'll see. All right, answer's in. All right, we had 9 for AMC, 2 for FX. Your correct answer is AMC. Yes, AMC. We get movies or something. I'm not sure if that's them. All right, y'all. Your next clue, question number 3. What comedic police procedural series nabbed Tony Shalhoub 3 Emmy Awards for Best Actor between 2002 and 2009? Answers are White Collar, Royal Pains, Monk, and Psych.
Cheers.
Once again, he's not on Cheers. He was on Taxi. Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah. What comedic police procedural series nabbed Tony Shalhoub 3 Emmy Awards for Best Actor between 2002 and 2009? Was it White Collar, Royal Pains, Monk, or Psych? All right, a few more seconds to get those answers in. Was he in Taxi?
I don't think so.
No,
I
who am
think
I
you're
thinking of? I'm thinking of, what's his name?
Yeah.
Andy Kaufman.
Not. Oh yeah.
That's who I'm thinking of. Tony Shalhoub was in one of those classic ones too, though. I'm just trying to place him. Wings.
He's in that
Thank you.
space movie too with Tim.
Galaxy Quest.
That's great.
Yes. So did you know? Side note. If you're a fan of Galaxy Quest, there's a deleted scene. He's supposed to be high all the time because of the character in Star Trek that he's based off of was like famously a big stoner. So it was this
Cool,
idea. So yeah,
man.
so that was why he was just always like far out, like the whole movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, that's another great one. All right, so answers that you guys went with. I've heard Royal Pains is good too, but you also went with Monk. That's because he is Monk. Yes, Monk, your correct answer from Tony Shalhoub on that one. All right, we continue. Question number 4. Now, I had mentioned I love Game of Thrones. Let's talk about it. Who is the only Game of Thrones cast member to win an Emmy Award for their role on the series? So you're going to see characters or actors from Game of Thrones. Only one of them won an Emmy for acting. Was it Peter Dinklage, Maisie Williams, Amelia Clarke, or Nikolaj Coster-Waldau? So once again, who is the only Game of Thrones cast member to win an Emmy for their role? In case you don't know who they are, that's Tyrion Lannister, that's Arya Stark, that's Daenerys Targaryen, or Khaleesi, and that's Jaime Lannister. So yeah, I was really into Game of Thrones, in case you guys could not tell. So let's go over those answers in just about 3 seconds. All right, answers you guys went with. We had 9 for Peter Dinklage, 1 for Maisie Williams, and 1 for Amelia Clarke. Your correct answer is the half man. It's Peter Dinklage. Yes. my favorite character on the show was Tyrion Lannister. All right, y'all. We'll do one other one. We'll see where we are halfway through the round. All right, now, what Oscar-nominated actress won an Emmy Award as a Chicago elementary school teacher on the sitcom Mike and Molly? Was it Amy Ryan, Melissa McCarthy, Patricia Clarkson, or Vera Farmiga? Once again, what Oscar-nominated actress won an Emmy Award as a Chicago elementary school teacher on the sitcom Mike and Molly? Amy Ryan, Melissa McCarthy, Patricia Clarkson, or Vera Farmiga? 10 more seconds.
Barbara Streisand.
I'm sure Babs has been nominated for an Emmy before. I'm sure she's been on something that's been nominated.
Yentl or something.
You know that there's an internet rule named after her?
An internet rule?
Yeah, the Barbara Streisand effect. If you ask the internet to take something down, the internet will make sure it lives on forever.
Barbara Streisand.
I can't remember what she was getting razzed about online. Like some clip floated around, and she was got online and was like, "Could you guys please stop sharing it, making fun of me for blah 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 blah." And
Barbara
now it
Streisand.
lives in infamy, right? So it's you can't, by asking to get rid of something, you just make it so it won't go away. Yeah. So now you guys know about the Barbara Streisand effect. All right. Answers you want for this question. We had 7 for Melissa McCarthy and 2 for Patricia Clarkson and Vera Farmiga. Your correct answer was Melissa McCarthy. Yes, she was Molly on Mike and Molly. All right, y'all. Let's see our mid-round breakdown. All right. Hey, Churbo, you're in first place. I saw Churbo saying before the round, he's like, this is my category.
Tough
So
crowd.
he's doing good so far. In second, we've got Real John stacking up those points, and only 4 points behind him, Mitch Dodge in third place. Way to go, Mitch. Over 400 points, 401 for you. We had Darren with 373, Anana with 363, and I'm just here so I don't get fined at 360. So it's a really tight game, Media Killers, and everybody else right behind, Melody, Jenny, J-Dog, and Casserole. All right, y'all. We got 5 questions down. We got 5 questions to go. Let's get question number 6.
Yes.
We'll declare our winner for the round. We're going to declare our winner for the night. And we're going to shout out Media Killers from Mitch Dodge.
Shout out Mitch Dodge.
All right, y'all. Question number 6. What was the first Netflix original series to win a Primetime Emmy Award? So which one was the first Netflix show to win that Primetime Emmy Award?
Mitch
Was
Dodge
it?
and Friends.
Oh, almost hit the wrong button. There we go. Was it Stranger Things, The Crown, Orange is the New Black, or House of Cards? Once again, what was the first Netflix original series to win a Primetime Emmy Award? Stranger Things, The Crown, Orange is the New Black, or House of Cards? Fat finger? Uh-oh.
Fat finger. Darn it.
Well, we'll go over it in a second, because, yeah, this is definitely a thinker. It can be a lot of those, right? All right.
I just panicked. I knew what the answer was, and then I hit the wrong button, and it's not even on the right damn network.
All right, well, let's see what you guys went with. We'll find out what Ricardo excellently went with. All right, we had 3 for Stranger Things. We had 5 for Orange is the New Black. And then we had 3 for House of Cards. Ricardo, what did you want to go with? What did you end up going with?
I ended up going with Orange is the New Black. But
What did you
I thought
try
it
to
was
go with?
Stranger Things.
Thought it was Stranger Things? All right, so let's see which one it was. It's actually House of Cards. House of Cards.
Darn it.
So, hey, you know what? Then you don't have to worry about it, right?
Yeah,
It ended up not mattering.
Exactly.
There you go. All right, question number 7. All right, now what Oscar-winning actress won an Emmy for voicing Krusty the Clown's new sidekick, Princess Penelope, in a 2010 episode of The Simpsons? See, I don't just talk about classic era Simpsons. Every once in a while, I'll do one from the newer episodes. All right, answers available are Anne Hathaway, Rachel Weisz, Catherine Zeta-Jones, or Marcia Gay Harden. Once again, what Oscar-winning actress won an Emmy for voicing Krusty the Clown's new sidekick, Princess Penelope, in a 2010 episode of The Simpsons? Anne Hathaway, Rachel Weisz, Catherine Zeta-Jones, or Marcia Gay Harden? Maybe a good time for a Kim Kardashian, for the Kardashians. All right, y'all. Let's see the answers that you guys went with. All right, we had 7 for Anne Hathaway, 1 for each Rachel Weisz, and Catherine Zeta-Jones had 2. Sorry, I'm having trouble remembering what the fourth option was. Your correct answer was Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway. That's right. Marcia Gay Harden was our last one. Couldn't see it with the little background there. All right, y'all. So way to go if you put down Anne Hathaway. All right. Your next question number 8, coming your way. Which of these classic band-starring television series is the only one to take home an Emmy Award? All right, so all these feature bands, only one of them has ever won an Emmy. Answers available are Donnie and Marie, the Bugaloos, the Partridge Family, and the Monkees. So which one of these classic band-starring television series is the only one to take home an Emmy Award? Yeah, only one of them's won an Emmy. Was it Donnie and Marie, the Bugaloos, the Partridge Family, or the Monkees? 10 more seconds. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you went with. All right, pretty even split. 4 for Donnie and Marie, 4 for the Partridge Family, and 3 for the Monkees. Your correct answer was the Monkees. Hey, we're
shout
the
out
Monkees.
Monkees.
People
Shout
say
out Mitch Dodge.
we monkey around, but we're too busy playing to put anybody down.
You know, and most of their songs were written by Neil Diamond.
Yes, most of the songs were
What?
by Neil
Really?
Diamond.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Well, because they were a fake band, but they had #1 hit too, right?
I'm coming to America.
Yeah. And then Davy Jones was one of the names, right? So, fun other trivia fact. Do you know who else is named Davy Jones? Like birth name Davy Jones. David Bowie. His
What?
real name is David Jones. So the reason why he went by David Bowie was to not be confused by the monkey.
Wow.
Yeah, so one of the greatest rock stars of all time, his names was influenced by Davy Jones, and now everybody makes the same joke. Yeah, Mitch Dodge, Davy Jones's locker, where it's like, I can't remember what cartoon it is. It's like, he was down in Davy Jones's locker, and Roy Best's locker. All the monkeys had lockers. Like, it's a very dumb joke, but yeah. All right, y'all. So thank you for bearing with me on that. That little thought journey. But Davy, now you know this. David Jones, David Bowie. All right, question number 9. Who is the first black actress to win Best Actress in a Comedy since Isabel Sanford won for The Jeffersons in 1981? Is it Tracy Ellis Ross, Tiffany Haddish, Quinta Brunson, or Issa Rae? Once again, who is the first black actress to win Best Actress in a Comedy since Isabel Sanford won for The Jeffersons in 81? Tracy Ellis Ross, Tiffany Haddish, Quinta Brunson, or Issa Rae? 10 more seconds.
Davy Jones's locker.
All right, your answers are in. Let's go over those answers together. All right. We had 3 for Tracy Ellis Ross, 6 for Tiffany Haddish, and 2 for Issa Rae. Your correct answer is, this is going to be surprising to, I think, everyone, Quinta Brunson.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so no, Quinta Brunson, so Abbott Elementary, right? That's the show. She's not only the lead actress, she's the lead writer and creator of the show. So, like, she won an Emmy. She's the only person to ever, I think, win Emmys in all 3 of those categories in the same year.
This is right.
So yeah,
that's
so so big. It was a big deal when she won this award because she won it
That's
and also
crazy.
won it in like a crazy dominant way. And if you're not watching it, Abbott Elementary, really funny
I
show.
haven't seen it now.
Yeah, also, if you like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, so since they both take place in Philadelphia, they're gonna have a crossover episode this season. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. All right, y'all. Question number 10, our last question of the night. We're here. Here it is. Final question. This one is about Emmy-related things. Question number 10. What actress created, wrote, and directed the Emmy-winning musical sitcom Crazy Ex-Girlfriend? All right. Is that Kristen Chenoweth, Rachel Bloom, Sutton Foster, or Anna Lee Ashford? If you have not seen this show, this is a very funny show. What actress created, wrote, and directed the Emmy-winning musical Crazy Ex-Girlfriend? Is that Kristen Chenoweth, Rachel Bloom, Sutton Foster, or Anna Lee Ashford? This is a musical show where they have some of the craziest songs I've ever seen in a series. So yeah. All right. Answers are in. Let's see what you got. And your final answers. We had 3 for Kristen Chenoweth, 6 for Rachel Bloom, and 2 for our last answer. I once again having a little trouble reading that. Your correct answer this time is Rachel Bloom. Rachel Bloom is your correct answer. All right. So those were your questions and answers for our Emmy round. Let's see how you did after those 10 questions. All right. Let's go over those answers. Standings. Now, winner of this round is once again getting our daytime Emmy from the Trivia Tavern. In third place, it's Turbo. Turbo, 619 for San Diego. We got Suburban Rain Darren picking up some points and jumping back in with 642.
Personally, I think we got hosed on
second
that call.
place. And Real John, 657 points. I do think I know who's going to be in first place now. Way to go, Real John. Kicking butt in that round and continuing to stack up points. But I am interested to see who's going to be second and third as we call it a night here. Shout out Mitch Dodge as well with 614 points in fourth place. Anana, Melody, J-Dog, everybody that joined us for that game, especially to I'm just here so I don't get fined. Thank you guys for checking this out. And way to go on the round. You guys won. Way to go for everybody who won a round tonight. Real John did get a few of them. So now we're going to go over our top 3 and declare our Trivia Traveler for the night. All right. In third place with 2,762 points, it's Turbo. Turbo getting into our top 3. Way to go tonight.
Nice. Thank
and
you.
there he is in second, Ed. I'm just here so I won't get fined. 2,773 points. And in first place with 3,505, it's Real John. Way to go, Real John, with all of those points. And once again, a Trivia Traveler. Real John's done it a few times, so way to go. There we go. And then, yeah, shout out right behind Melody in fourth place. She won a round tonight. Media Killers in fifth. Suburban Rain, Darren, Nana, J-Dog. Oh, yeah, it's Darren also winning a round tonight. So everybody doing pretty good. Way to go. Yeah, Ed, thank you for joining us. Thank you, everybody who joined us. I hope you guys had a good time here at the Trivia Tavern. I know I always do. We're going to be doing this for the rest of the month. We're going to take the election night off, so just always want to throw that out there, right? Go vote. Don't be here. Don't come to the tavern. We're going to be busy voting and checking out what's happening with all that. So, more trivia next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Way to go. Everybody who got points tonight played with us. I hope you guys had a good time. I know I did. Good game, Mitch Dodge. Shout out, Mitch Dodge. Shout out, Media Killers. Thank you, John. Thank you for joining us.
Shout out Mitch Dodge.
Yeah. If you guys aren't already, make sure you are liking, subscribing, following, sharing, doing all those cool things, because all of that helps us out with YouTube and Twitch. If you're on both, do that for both. Either way, make sure you are subscribed and following. That's going to be it. That's going to be all for us here at the Trivia Tavern. We will have a couple more fun, spooky, ooky rounds coming your way over the next couple weeks in that lead up to Halloween. I'm thinking I'm going to come do the Tuesday before in a costume. Haven't figured out what it'll be yet. So if you want to see that, make sure you're watching. All right, y'all, that's it. We're done. No more trivia tonight. And as I always like to say, I always like to leave you with this little last bit of wisdom. Wundle plus Wundle equals Toodles. Until next time, y'all.